Hey everyone, it's Amanda with Protect Your Hope Coaching, and I'm so excited to have you here with me today. Um, I am currently talking about a topic that I am currently and always going to be working on and growing as a person, and that is the combination of love and respect, especially in my marriage. So, the question that I had for you is, are you afraid of taking risks? And that can lead into many topics and many areas of your life. But the topic I'm talking about tonight is the love and respect and the topic of taking risks in your marriage. Now, some of you that may not know me, I am a full-time working mom of 3 boys. I am married to my husband that is an entrepreneur slash rancher. We have a cattle ranch, as well as he has his own spraying business. And we are both very stubborn. We are both very set in our ways, but we know we love each other unconditionally. So we have tended to run through struggles throughout the time that we were young parents to the time that we are now. And the topic for tonight, as I wanted to talk about, is, are you taking risks? Now, the book that I read is called Love and Respect, and the topic talks about men and women, and that women see in pink sunglasses and hear in pink hearing aids, and men see through blue sunglasses and hear through blue hearing aids. And so with that, it goes through that women and men both have different filters in which they can experience life. It doesn't mean that one or the other is right or one or the other is wrong. It basically means that you can have the exact same experience but see it in 2 separate different ways. So I wanted to share an experience today. Like I said, I'm a full-time working mom, and I normally work in town, but currently my husband is in recovering from surgery. He had surgery on his ankle. So I have been basically the sole person kind of in charge of the daily activities. And what's funny is that my husband has been able to tag along with me, and I have been at my wit's end. It has felt like I couldn't do anything right or wrong. And after sitting down and going through the chapter that I am currently in now, I come to realize that he's not trying to be unloving, and he's not trying to be mean about telling me what I am doing. He's trying to help me because he has done it for many, many years. But my defense came up, and I'm like, my way is better, or you just don't think I'm good enough to do what I'm here doing. So I do need to apologize to him. And with that going on, it's very easy to have your disagreements, and it's very easy to spiral out of control in an argument and a fight if that sole person is not responsible, or one person isn't big enough to step up and just basically let your guard down and say, hey, I was wrong. And I talked about a topic last night that basically states that you can be right but so wrong in a loud voice. I'm not going to say that I haven't yelled. I'm not going to say that I haven't cursed this week. I am going to say that I am giving it 110%. I'm exhausted. You can see I'm very, very well on a tan. But one of the tips and guides in this book reminds you that you need to realize that your spouse or your significant other is a good-willed person. They're not out to get you and to take you down. They're there to help you and to bring you up and to continue to grow as a couple, as parents, and that not every situation you have to see through your colored lenses. So me as a female, sees through the pink glasses. I often need more of that emotional connection with my husband, and my husband is not an emotional type of guy. So when that happens, I feel unloved and I feel unwanted, or I feel like I'm not worthy of, basically worthy of his love. When I do know that he loves me, I just know that he communicates differently, and it's not, he doesn't mean to, it's just he has been raised and he has been in different life situations that he sees through the blue colored lenses, and it's all coming to light for me now. He's very analytical, and so he's sorry. I know he's sorry for not being that emotional bond and connection that I need, but I know there's times when I let my guard down and I'm like, yep, whatever, I'm sorry, I was wrong. And then you can tell he softens himself, because then you realizes that he obviously struck a chord that kind of hit me, and it made me want to cry almost. So it's a never-ending battle, and it's a constant struggle, but it's going to be the difference between who you are as a person, what your values are, and what you want to work as a couple. And so with that also, one of the topics that I've heard in some training that I'm in currently is that most of the time it's easy to work a business or work on something when it's convenient for you. And there are times the successful people are the people that are working when it is not convenient for you. So whether it's working out, or whether it is working on your marriage, or working in a business, you're going to have to dedicate yourself to work when it is convenient for you, as well as when it is not convenient for you, and realize that you can get through it. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is tended to be perfect. Anybody that tells you is perfect, I'm sorry, but they're probably lying to you. And we just have to realize we have to do what's best for our situations, and we have to realize that we are going to hit nerves, but we have to trust in ourselves that it is okay to step down and be that first person to be like, okay, I was wrong, or let's try it your way. And sometimes that even helps. So you try it their way, and then you say, okay, if it didn't work this way, let's try it this way. It softens the guards in both areas, and I have seen that work amazing in the last 3 days of working nonstop cattle work with my husband. And I need to get myself a shirt that is stated, hey sis, I don't know how to go to your blog. Oh, Mom, if you go over and type in your Facebook search, put Protect Your Hope Coaching, it should pull up, and I'm on the live feed there. Hope you can find it. And I've learned this with relationships and my family as well, is when somebody backs down, it's not that you're backing down and that you're being a doorstep. Don't ever feel like because you were the first person to back down and let your guard down and not be so harsh and critical or critique that you're losing the battle. Because honestly, what that's doing, it's allowing that other person in the relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a coworker, whether it's your spouse, a mother, a parent, it pulls their guard back and says, oh, okay, maybe I don't have to be so gruff, and maybe I don't have to be so harsh. So those are some of the things. The biggest tips that I can give you is to stay calm in the situation, stay patient, try not to use those words that are going to get stuck in somebody's mind. And after a person can hear something over and over and over again, that person can honestly start believing that, and that's one of the worst places to be at. Especially for women, we're hard on ourselves no matter what. We're our hardest critique. So if we hear special loved ones constantly critiquing us, maybe it's us. Maybe it's not them. Maybe it's the way we're responding to them. So I hope that helps. I hope you guys stick around for my blog. I go into more detail in the blog And then my blog, I actually have a website. It's at www.protectyourhope.com, and it has Amanda's blog on there. You can reach out to me on there. You can reach out to me here on Facebook. And if something touches you, please share. I would love, Courtney, words can be very, very hurtful. Yes, ma'am, they sure can. And I hate to say it, but it's easy when you get hurt. It's easy to hurt that next person. I've personally been there too. And so we just have to know that we have to stay calm in those situations. Sometimes it's easier said than done. And know that there is support out there. There is ways to grow yourself. So, get into those books. This is actually based by Dr. Emerson. It's Dr. Emerson, and I will have this information in the blog if you guys would like more. But it goes even into the biblical scripture, and basically shows it's very simple, yet one of the hardest concepts for people. And in the training that I've heard is what you have to do, if you're not happy with where you're at, whether it's in your weight, whether it's in your relationships, whether it's in your job, you have to stop doing what you've constantly been doing and try something different. If not, you can't complain about it. And so that's one of the things I decided to dive into this book. I wasn't happy with where my relationship was, and that it just seemed like we were constantly bickering and fighting over the small things. And don't get me wrong, we still do. We both have our good days and our bad days, but I have to say that I'm proud that we're constantly wanting to grow. We're not giving up on each other. And also with that, I've heard many older couples say, back in the old days, you didn't just toss something out. You fixed it until it was fixed. So that's my advice to you, is go for it. If you're not happy with something, change it up a little bit. I know change is very scary, but you have to be willing to take the risks, and take the risks for you. You want something to do something. Yes, that's exactly, Courtney. If you want something different, you have to do something different. That's exactly right. And I know it is scary to do, but if you don't know what the outcome can actually be. So with that, I'm going to sign off, guys. Thank you for joining me. Courtney, thank you for jumping in. Tammy, Kimberly, I can't see the rest of you guys. But thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy the blog that I'll post later this evening. I know it's getting kind of late, but I hope you guys all have a fantastic rest of the evening, and stay tuned for more.